Not to be strong. 안녕 여러분.
This is how we do when my homies go.
You're listening to Gecko Radio, JEJU Morning Alternative. Good morning, JEJU, and happy Monday to you. Yes, we're heading into mid-July, and this past weekend, JEJU really felt like summer. Halsey in the house. What are you up to? I asked them how the weather is down in Brazil. They say many regions were affected by the storm because I guess they had a downpour yesterday and was cold as Alaska today. And I told Halsey that the weather being all over the place is very JEJU. That's very JEJU. I'm looking at my hair right now, and it's super messy. I apologize for that, you guys. It's a Monday, so we're starting off things rough. Sorry about that. That's how it is on Monday. Gecko Radio, we go hard. We don't intend to go hard on the weekends. It's just we're out to different music events and festivals and just talking and chatting, a little bit of drinking. So that's why my voice is, I feel like it sounds so cool and so deep, but also it's taken a lot of abuse this weekend. So yes, Halsey is prepping some dinner and food for the week. So on listening mode, very cool. Hangover hair. Bedhead, you can call it. You can also call it a cow lick. My mom called it a cow lick. It's like a cow licked your head in the middle of the night. So it's a little messy. I apologize for that, you guys. All right. So, my question is, in the beginning, how do you guys stay cool in the summer? My latest discovery is this cold brewed tea. Now, actually, it's very similar to how my mother used to make iced tea, like sun tea. She would take tea bags and she puts it in a big glass a vase or something and then lets it sit in the sun, and that's the sun tea, and then you serve that with ice. Well, my wife, she makes this new cold brewed tea. It's with this shine muscat, which is like a white grape, and it's super light, super fruity, no sugar. It's really nice. So how do you guys keep cool in the summer? Do you just lay in front of the air conditioner? Do you start chugging down popsicles or cold drinks? What do you do? Okay. So our show rundown, what is going down today? Of course, we're going to get into the weather around the island to help out your Monday, followed by the question of the day, hint, burrow. Okay, that's an interesting hint. And then JEJU Morning News Briefing, of course. And then it's time for what's going down in the GEC. And then our Monday segment, JEJU Good Eatin', our food spot segment. We got a really fun one today for you. Food is really delicious. And then JEJU Word of the Day, if we have time. Now, it's highlighted in red that the writer JY is like, get to JEJU Word of the Day. So we're going to try our best, all right? So, with that said, let's kick things off with Parasol Waves, Wind and Wave. And then we're going to come back to just a little weekend recap that we did this past weekend. All right, Parasol Waves, Wind and Wave.
순간이 소중해지는 순간 Your life is so special 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 순간이 소중해지는 순간 Your life is so special
For that JEJU morning alternative, tune in to Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. All week, baby.
That's right, Monday through Friday, all week, all through the summer. Gecko Radio, JEJU Morning Alternative. I'm Marcos and Che, broadcasting live from the global education city here in Jeju Island, also known as the GEC. Hope you guys are having a wonderful Monday. I hope you guys are having a great day, great morning. It is, oh man, every Monday, I'm reminded at how early this show is, because by Friday, I'm totally acclimated. I'm ready to go because I've been waking up at like 5:30 for 5 days in a row. But then like my clock kind of resets because I start waking up a little bit later. I start hitting out a little bit later on the weekends. So Monday is always rough. Yeah, of course sometimes I would really like to just stay in and just veg out, but we got to go meet people. We got to go to these cool events. Wah, I know, but I'm old, okay? I'm old. I'm old. I'm gonna be 41 this summer. Ugh. So it's hitting me. I can't bounce back like I used to, like in my mid to late 20s. You know what I mean? Where you just went and partied, and then I don't know, you just woke up the next morning, had a cold water, and went to the gym, and you were good to go. Can't do that anymore. All right, it is Monday, July 13th, and you've joined us for episode 56. Can you believe it? A new week is officially underway. So settle in, take that first sip of coffee or tea, and let's ease. Yes, please, let's ease into Monday together. Maybe I should bring the energy down a little bit. I feel like maybe I'm projecting. I'm just like, I'm fine. I'm fine. Yes, Gecko Radio. We're bringing you Jeju news, island stories, local culture, and everything happening around the GEC community and beyond, all in English, with some chopped up pretty terrible Korean mixed in there. However, your morning has started. We're happy to have you with us. Please follow Gecko Radio at Gecko Radio Jeju right here on our Instagram. That's where we start putting up little short clips. Also, we're starting to put up short videos on our main YouTube channel as well. So do check that out. And they're getting a lot of hits. I'm shocked that I didn't do it earlier. One thing at a time here. So do follow us. Also, please use that notification button because that will let you know when we are live, when we're live in the morning. And then if you feel like you can follow me at Makia on Instagram. I'm not doing too much, just pretty much what Gecko Radio is doing. But then our amazing writer, JEJU Jade, who stays up very late at night to make these amazing scripts and find these awesome news stories. Do follow her. She's super cool. She's got a lot of stuff going on for her. So do check that out. All right. So it's Monday. So we're going to do a little Gecko Weekend Recap. Gecko Weekend Recap. Doo-doo-doo. I don't have a break yet for that. But here we go. This is when we're just going to talk about what we did this past weekend. And why don't you tell us, what did you guys do this past weekend? What'd you get up to? What'd you do? Okay. All right. So, and for our recap, we had a very, very full weekend attending events. We met so many people, spreading the word about the show. On Saturday, JY and writer JY and I, we split up, okay? So I headed to the Magpie Tapdong for the Cake Shop Korea tour, while JY, she went to Hamdok Beach for the Gugujang and performed stand-up comedy. So we were, dividing and conquer it a bit. And we're spreading the good word about Gecko Radio, but also having a really good time. So yes, Magpie Party was a blast. First, I met a friend and we went upstairs to Magpie where we had delicious pizza and beer. The crowd was really great, excellent, like, and just like really young. Here, I'll play this little video clip and you'll get a vibe of how that went, okay? So here we go. This is from the outside. That looks like a custom paint shop that they did there. Full club entry style going in, and then they had the mist machines on blast, as you can see, full on blast. Like you could barely see directly in front of your face. I felt like 10 years younger because the crowd was 10 years younger. So I was just hanging out there, meeting with a lot of people. So super fun. Yeah, super fun there. Just had a really good time. And JY, she did eventually meet up with us, and she's like this group of like really cool hot 20-year-old like girls and guys. They like called me over and they were like talking to me, and Jungin was just like, look at you hanging out with these kids, you're having such a good time. I haven't seen you that happy for a while. So yeah, I had a good time. All right. And what did JY do? JEJU, I called her JEJU. She is JEJU. She's my JEJU. She had a great time in Gugujang, and since we usually attend events on the west side, it was fun for her to meet like a completely different group of vendors and people. She even sent me a DM. She's like, wow, East Coasters, they got a different, they're different, man. They're different. And naturally, she came home with a few new finds, including this shirt I'm wearing today. Okay, I don't think there was a note for me to wear this. I just saw it ready and I just put it on. So good thing I wore this. Okay, I hope this is the shirt she was talking about. I just saw this in my closet. She just buys stuff for me and it just shows up and I just put it on like a good husband does. No questions. And she says the comedy show was a success. So shout out to Dasamang. We got an image here. For organizing it. It's an amazing establishment. And to the audience, thanks to them for being so warm and generous with the comedians. So there's Jeju Comedy Club in the front there having a good time. I love that spot. The only bummer is I couldn't go because I was busy attending other stuff. You can't go two places at once, right? But the night wasn't over. JY returned from Hamdok around midnight and met me in Tapdong, and we headed to Happy Soul Lounge in Yeondong. Oh, I don't have a picture of that, but that was super fun. That's where they played like 90s, 90s and 2000s, like old school, like hip hop music. It was super fun, super fun. And so I had a really good time there. Happy Soul Lounge is a great spot. And then on Sunday, we, man, just a full weekend. On Sunday, we visited the Hot Pink Dolphins for their annual Indo-Pacific Bottlenose Dolphin Day on the west side. Now, if you can see my hair there, it's also a mess. I'm typically not that irresponsible. Jungyoon is usually on top of my hair. But it was so gosh darn windy. It was so windy. It was windy this weekend, but this was closer to the ocean. So they actually had to move the venue from where the original spot is, which is essentially on a plateau, a grass field on a plateau. Right by the ocean, but it was so windy they couldn't set anything down, so they had to pick up and move everything into the Hot Pink Dolphins headquarters. So it was a little cramped, but it was a lot of fun. The venue, yeah, was really great. And check this out. Guess who closed this out? Yes, this is our beloved Moher. This is Moher that we play them all the time on Gecko Radio. KMA winners for folk category. And they performed live. It was super amazing, super fun, beautiful couple. Yes. Oh, are you talking about us? I was talking about Moher. I think they're a beautiful couple. Thanks for Halsey. No, we're a mess. That was Sunday, so we're all recovering. People were just saying, "Oh, Mark, your face is so swollen." One of the Henya, she saw me yesterday. She's like, "Wow, your eyes look even smaller." So that was fun. All right. So that was our weekend. I want to hear about how your weekend was. Man, we're just like living like 20-year-olds. But we are not, and we feel the effects on Sundays and Mondays. All right, so let's do the question of the day. Let's do it.
It's the Gecko question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. Question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day.
Yeah. My dogs are having a bit of a dispute there. I wonder what they're arguing about. Everything. They argue about everything all the time. So, Young, good morning. Good morning. Neela also says good morning to you. Let's check out this question of the day. This is fun. Okay. Which protected marine animal can sometimes be spotted scurrying across the sand at Hamo Beach in Jeju? Now, if you don't know the answer, that's okay. Just take a guess. We got four categories here. Okay. Again, and this is interesting that it's protected. Which protected animal can sometimes be spotted scurrying across the sand at Hamo Beach in Jeju? Is it A, Sora? That's our conch. Is it B, darange, which is a ghost crab, darange? Is it C, hesam, which is a sea cucumber? Or is it D, Muna, the octopus? I think our dogs are trying to put a little guess in there too. Is it Sora, the conch, darange, ghost crab, hesam, cucumber, or Muna, octopus? Okay, we're gonna play our next song. I'll put this question up in the chat. And because we got to see Moher live, I feel like playing Moher is appropriate, right? This is Baksugijeong, and this is live at Be-In, an establishment that we talked about before. So do enjoy that, and we'll be back with the weather.
돌아가는 법을 모두 외친 채로 그저 너를 찾아 헤맨다. 파도 위로 솟아오른 바위 위로 위태롭게 발을 사람들은 내게 도움이 필요한가 묻는다. 부서지듯 불어대는 바람에도 무거워진 눈을 쳐든다. 불안하게 쳐다보는 시선들에 기다렸던 입이 열린다. 내가 어두운 밤을 밝혀주는 붉은 내를 데려올 거야. 마른 맘에 불을 지펴주는 젖은 빛을 모아올 거야. 오랫된 졸음맞이도야. 망가진 아침부 시계야. 무거워진 너를 뒤새겨진 내 심. 밀어낸 밤들에다 녹여낸 바람. 하나의 메마른 맘 채워내는 수. 지어낸 꿈에도 숨이 쉬어지네.
You're listening to the GEC's very own Gecko Radio, Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. JEJU Morning Alternative.
Welcome back. That's right. JEJU Morning Alternative. How you guys doing today? It is Monday, July 13th. Halsey's saying, hey, they've been requesting a lot of JEJU songs on Arirang lately. Godark on TKI, Humin on Daily K, and RNS. That's awesome. And Moher on us. That's great. Yeah, thank you for letting us know. We will try to look those up because they have the song listings, and we'll try to post that because the artists will super appreciate that they're making it on national radio like that. So Halsey, you're doing good work, man. Well done. Samuel Sa is pretty interested in inviting Godark on his show. Yeah, she's great. She's been on radio shows before, and she also speaks a decent English as well. So yeah, she would be an amazing guest. She's very cool. She's so nice, and that really makes us happy that Of course, we love showcasing these guys on Gecko Radio, but also for them to be on a large platform like Arirang Radio and to reach thousands upon thousands of listeners, that's amazing. And yeah, we'll have to look that up on which episode. Maybe Halsey, you can let us know, like, do you remember like which episode it was? You said it was during the weekend, so I'm sure we can find it. But anyways, that's awesome, dude. Thank you so much. And they're gonna be so thankful too. We'll make sure to, when we find the song listings, we'll make sure to put them up. Thanks a lot. Okay, moving on. It is time for the weather.
What's the weather like in JEJU? We're gonna tell you what to do if it's sunny or rainy or calm and typhoons. What's the weather like in JEJU?
All right, what's the weather like in I'm looking at myself on like a little delay on the phone here, and oh man, I look rough, bro. Jeez, I didn't realize I had like big bags under my eyes. Sorry about that, guys. I apologize. I need to use more moisturizer or something like that. I need to hydrate more. Okay, let's get back to the weather around Jeju for Monday, July 13th. It's a warm and humid start across the island today with plenty of clouds, a few sunny breaks, and some brief showers possible during the morning and afternoon. It won't be raining everywhere, but keeping an umbrella nearby is still a very good idea. Now, down in Daejeong and Seogwipo, expect a cloudy and breezy morning with temperatures starting around 25 to 26 degrees and rising to about 29 to 30 this afternoon. A quick passing shower is possible. Yeah, it feels like the weather, it feels like the clouds are going to open up any second. That's what it feels like. It feels like it's going to rain, but it hasn't yet. My garden could sure use the rain. Let's just not have a dangerous amount, okay? But there should also be some brighter periods. Oh yeah, and also the water is insane. That's another video I should have shown you guys how high the waves are. We went to the Haenyeo station yesterday, and our Haenyeo president, she was like, "Oh yeah, because the typhoon's coming in." But those were the largest waves I've ever seen, and the furthest the waters come in. It was quite scary, quite scary. If I can find the video, I'll show you guys. All right. In Jeju City, it will be hotter with temperatures climbing from around 27 degrees this morning to between 31 and 33 degrees later today. That's hot. Okay, with the humidity, that's going to be hot. Even with some clouds around, it will feel especially warm and muggy. That's right. Now, over in Seungsan, expect mostly cloudy and breezy conditions with temperatures moving from around 26 degrees to about 28 or 29. There may also be a light passing shower. So the big picture is this: a hot, humid, and changeable Monday across Jeju. Clouds, sunny breaks, and the occasional shower. Pack both your umbrella and your water bottle today. So there you go. There's our tips. All right. I think because the weather report was pretty brief, I think we should just move right into the answer to the question of the day. So we'll play the little break again because I love it so much. And then we're going to reveal question of the day.
It's the Gecko question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day. Question of the day. It's the Gecko question of the day.
Yeah. Okay, it's the Gecko question of the day. Okay, so here was the question of the day, right? Okay, which protected marine animal can sometimes be spotted scurrying, that's a huge hint, across the sand at Hamo Beach in Jeju? Is it the Sora, that's the Jeju conch? Is it B, the ghost crab? Is it C, sea cucumber? Or is it D, an octopus? And I think Halsey, they guess B, and it is B. Ding, 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 ding. Congratulations. The ghost crab is the winner. This little guy. Oh my gosh. This guy is like the crabbiest crab who ever crabbed. Like, that is, if ever I showed like an alien, if they visited Earth and they're like, show us a crab, I would just show them a ghost crab. That is just a proper crab, a crab proper. That's John Crab. You know what I mean? Okay. Now, what's cool about this is protected. Okay. So this protected little crab lives right here in our neighborhood at Hamo Beach in Jeju's west side. Now, the dalange, okay, are one of Jeju's most important species, but their habitat has been shrinking because of coastal development, pollution, and more human activity on the beach. They are now legally protected as a marine protected species in Korea. What makes them especially fascinating is that although ghost crabs are usually known to be active at night, the ones at Hamo Beach are often seen moving around in broad daylight. So that's a little bit weird, okay? And here's Hamo Beach location. Let me bring that down a little bit. I'm gonna bring it down. Come on now. Come on now. Here we go. Okay, here's the beach right there. Right there. Okay. I'll blow this up. I'll bring the see all the way in the southwestern corner there, Hamo Beach there. And I guess what's cool is like they're typically like whitish, but some even turn a reddish color with more sun exposure. So what that makes this population especially unique. That's so cool. The also play an important role in the ecosystem by filtering organic matter from the sand, helping keep the tidal flat environment cleaner. Okay. And this connects to a small, meaningful movement happening here in the West. Pardon me. On every second Saturday of the month, people interested in animals and the environment gather at UN1 Field Station. Talked about them before on Gecko Radio in Murong Village to talk about small actions they can take together to protect the nature around them. JY, she joined them on Saturday morning, and right now, one of the things they're working on is protecting the ghost crabs of Hamo Beach. Very cool. So if you want to learn more, of course, check out UN1 Field Station, but also check this out here. That's not it. Where's the profile? Okay, I'll have to bring it up in real time. I had it. Where did it go? Okay, here we go. Right here. Okay, do check out this. This is on Instagram, along.theshore. Along.theshore. This is their profile. And it's a great way to learn about this protected species living right here in our community. And we can help look after it. The story behind it is even deeper. There was like just an individual who is really trying to protect it themselves. She's noticing people are trying to like fiddle with the crabs. No pun intended, because there's a fiddle crab. But just she saw people trying to like mess with the crabs, and but she's asking the city or the government, the local government, to put up signs or to more strictly enforce protection of this animal, because they play a really cool key role, as does any animal, right? And we hear about some really upsetting stories about short-sighted government decisions and just business decisions that just really damage the environment around here, and they don't realize it's actually not good for them in the long run either. They don't think that far ahead, unfortunately. All right, so there we go. Do check out along.theshore to learn more about these awesome ghost crabs, these pink ghost crabs. Very cool. All right, we're going to do our next song break. This one is very cool because this is an artist I reached out to. I just heard about them. I caught wind of them just on Instagram, and they recently dropped a new single, and it's called Sweethearting, and the artist is Omjine, and it's a single person, and it seems like they do a lot of the production themselves, so vocals. I'm not sure how far they get into. I know they can play guitar really well, so I'm sure they do a lot of the stuff. They introduced me into this genre called bedroom pop, which is actually, I would say, Human, a resident artist. Human also fits that category. It's these single artists who, first off, the technology is a lot like more accessible, and you're able to do your own production. Like I'm able to run a radio show in my own house. You know what I mean? So these folks, they have the equipment and the ability to produce their own music in their bedroom. Of course, it might not be in the bedroom, but it could be just in their own studio apartment or something like that. So that's a genre called bedroom pop. And so this is Omjine. I hope you enjoy it. This is Sweethearting, their new single. And then we're going to play more of them in our rotation because they've been really awesome, really supportive. So do enjoy. This is Omjine, Sweethearting.
Gecko Radio in the morning, the only station out of the GEC JEJU.
That's right, the only station and the only station ever. No, well, let's hope that way. Coming out of the GEC. So that was Omjine, Sweethearting. Wasn't that great? Yeah, that's amazing. And she's like been super grateful and very humble. She was really happy to lend us her amazing work. So we're gonna listen to a lot more of her. And Halsey's already digging them. Yep, exactly, Halsey. I'm really happy that I can share this new music with you guys. They're awesome and they're just really great people. And they make their own stuff. You know, they write, they compose. They, you know, these kind of folks. They're just amazing. Okay. So I wanted to show you the news. Let's get into it. This just in. JEJU Morning News Briefing. So this one is weather related. And first, I actually wanted to show you the weather that the water that I was talking about. So bear with me here. It's gonna be sideways. Adjust this. Boop. Okay, bring it over. Make it smaller, PD. You got it, boss. Okay, here we go. And this will give you an idea of the weather, the waves that we're talking about. So take a look at this. Okay. Look at that. First, you can hear the wind, but look at those waves just smashing the rocks. The Henya, our Henya, they would dive from this location, right? They would dive here, and they would come in from here. Definitely not that day. Nope. I mean, that's the most violent waves I've seen. And even some of the other Henya, the younger Henya who've been there for a bit, they say that's the worst they've ever seen it. So very intense, indeed. Sorry, guys. My throat's getting all caught up here. Okay, so our first news story of the day is on Saturday afternoon, passengers flying from Seoul Gimpo to Jeju experienced a frightening journey as powerful winds shook the aircraft and made the landing extremely turbulent. Yes, turbulence is always a bit scary, right? But I guess, this one was especially intense and just, flights will be canceled to and from Jeju because of the wind factor. And when the wheels finally touched down the runway safely, many passengers reportedly breathed a huge sigh of relief. Now, we do have video footage of this, so let's check this out together. Whoa. Yeah, really bouncing around there. Ooh, that's a lot.
어제
World's-
11일 오후 서울 김포를 떠나
Okay,
제주로
looks like they're
향하던
clapping. They
고객들은
landed.
그야말로 공포에 휩싸였습니다.
Worst theme ride ever. Yes, let's just be thankful that they land safely. And this is according to Hala Daily. Strong wind warnings had already been in place across Jeju, and conditions were even worse on Sunday. It was so windy, bro. It was so windy. With both strong wind and wind shear warnings issued across Jeju Airport, dozens of flights were canceled or delayed. Conditions worsened on Sunday with strong wind and wind shear warnings in effect at Jeju International Airport. More than 100 domestic flights and 2 international flights were canceled. Yeah, leaving around 3,000 passengers stranded. 3 flights arriving from Hong Kong and Macau were also forced to abandon their landings, turning back. Yes, safety first, you guys. Safety first. Okay. And because of that, wow, yeah, the terminal quickly became packed with travelers searching for replacement flights. Long lines formed at airline counters while some passengers sat on the floor with no clear idea of when they would be able to leave, right? With most alternative flights already full, many also faced unexpected costs for additional accommodation and changes to the travel plans. Yeah, wind. Yep. The strong winds caused disruption beyond the airports as well. Passenger ferries connecting Jeju with Jindo and Chujado were suspended, while a Chinese cargo ship briefly drifted after debris came caught in its propeller. The Coast Guard assisted the vessel, and no major incident was reported. Across the island, emergency services received around 30 reports of fallen trees, damaged signs, and pieces of building exteriors being torn loose by the wind. One of our trees has been split in half by the wind, not from yesterday, but it has been. I have to saw off the branches at some point. I have to do that myself. But yes, the wind gets when it wants to, it can get really nasty. Okay, moving on. here. This one has to do with our waters, and we were just talking about protecting, protecting our ghost crabs, but this is underwater. A new story highlights a serious problem beneath the surface of Jeju's protected waters: abandoned fishing gear. Come on, when I read this just really grinds my gears, man. They just throw stuff. Ugh. A new report from the Marine Citizen Science Center, Paran, found discarded fishing gear at 46 out of 50 survey sites inside Jeju Marine protected areas. That's 92%. This is a fishing chair and landing net collected from the Bumsum Marine Protected Area. So they're just throwing over. I don't know if it drops in the water, or if they throw their fishing chairs into the water. According to Yonhap News, researchers recorded more than 1,600 species of marine debris, pieces of marine debris, including fishing lines, which is really terrible, traps, ropes, nets, construction waste, and large pipes from fish farms. Recreational fishing line was the most common item found, right? The damage to marine life, and I got a little map here. Okay, I thought I had a map. It got moved, I guess. The damage to the marine life was also significant. Here we go. Let's bring that up here. All right. Let's check out this map. All right. At least 183 animals and plants from 23 species were found dead, injured, or entangled. 6 of those species were protected marine animals, including Indo-Pacific bottlenose dolphins and rare coral species. That's really sad to hear. Fishing line may be small and lightweight, but it caused nearly all the recorded damage to seaweed and coral. The survey also confirmed that one dolphin near Sandoe died after becoming entangled. That's really upsetting, okay? So Paran says Jeju has some of Korea's largest marine protected areas, but protected on paper, right? It doesn't matter how big your protected area is, you guys. It's all about enforcement and reinforcement, right? You can slap on as many rules as you want, but if you don't enforce those, I'm looking at you, traffic laws, then people are going to just break them, right? And that goes for marine protected areas as well. So please, let's get on top of that. All right, moving on. Okay, this one's big. One of Jeju's most beloved summer music festivals is making its return. We did announce that. But the 20th Stepping Stone Festival has officially announced its 2026 lineup. After a 2-year break, the festival will return to Hamdok, Suobong Beach on Friday, August 14th. Hey, that's my birthday. And Saturday, August 15th. The lineup includes Gyojang, Kim Sawa, Lazybone, Puckin Sun, then the Generals, South Carnival. Okay, Swell City. Hey, those guys, we play those guys. Ska Jazz Unit. Oh, that sounds fun. The Yangbansu orange flavored cigarettes. That's a funny name. Off the Menu, Whack, Wednesday Off. Hey, Wednesday Off. And Jack and Kong and Woo the Spicy. I gotta find out these other guys, and I want to get them on Gecko Radio for sure. The festival describes itself as Jeju's returning summer holiday, and for many music fans, that is exactly what it feels like. Live bands, the sea, and a beach full of people enjoying music together. The full timetable and additional programs will be announced soon, okay? But for now, save the dates. August 14th and 15th at Hamdok Beach. All right, a great reason to look forward to the summer. Very nice. Cool. So there we go for the news. We're going to do another song here. This is another Gecko Radio debut. This is a really cool band. Alternative punk style. You're going to love them. They're very proper. They're very well established. But they were really very supportive and gracious that we are, and I am gracious that we get to play their music now on Gecko Radio. This is Syntapunk, and this is their song, He. Do enjoy it. It's awesome, and expect to hear a lot more from Syntapunk. It's a beautiful day in the GEC, the global edu city. What's going on? What's going down? That's NLCS or SJA or KIS or BHA. What's going on? What's happening? What's going down in the GEC? All right, a very brief what's going down in the GC. It's that time of year when the GC businesses, the scene feels a little different. Some shops and restaurants, they take their summer break as deserved, okay, while others are back open and ready to welcome the community again. And for today's what's going down in the GC, here's some good news. Bangin' Taco Beep Boop is back. Okay, after a short summer break, they reopened on July 10th and are serving again as usual. Yeah, it's a household name in the GEC. That's good old American Tex-Mex, okay? Just one important reminder before you make the trip, Bangin' Taco is closed every Monday, so don't go today, unfortunately. Oh, today's Monday, bummer. So not today, but from Tuesday onward, your taco plans are officially better. I was trying to think of a clever word to say with taco, but it did not pop in my head. Sorry about that. It's Monday. All right, moving on. Okay, this one we've been talking about. This is another quick GEC community update for pet owners. Okay, the veterinarian at Honest Animal Hospital is back. Yes, according to the clinic's notice. That's nice because one of our dogs needs to go in, actually. The head vet was away for a seminar schedule from June 26th through July 9th, with the hospital operating on selected days during that period. But that break is now over and regular veterinary service has resumed. So if your pet has been waiting for a checkup, you can contact Honest Animal Hospital and make an appointment. Check Naver for their hours. So they are back open. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. I think we have to move right along here based on time. So we're going to do our Monday segment, JEJU Good Eatin'.
Y'all been so hungry you could eat all the Hot&Muggy and JEJU, but y'all couldn't find a place to chow down? Well, stay tuned for Gecko Radio's Good Eatin'.
All right, we are back to JEJU Good Eatin'. ICG Limited, they said JEJU needs an emo punk band. I'm sure they got it. We will find it. We will find it. Don't worry. It's our duty. And when we do, we'll put it on and we'll let you decide. Okay, JEJU Good Eating. In fact, I already talked to ICG about this. We're heading to Old JEJU or Gujeju, okay, to introduce a new spot called Dixie's. That's right. And all these photos, these next three photos are from their Instagram at dixies.supply. So do check them out. Dixie's is an American Southern soul food bringing together Cajun and Creole flavors, Nashville hot chicken, fried chicken, seafood-inspired dishes, and plenty of good music. Yes, the music is very good and laid-back Southern energy. Let's check out the interior. We got BB King. We got those like bluegrass on the wall. And then we got to get into it. Look at this food. This is what I'm talking about right here. Okay. Their main menu includes, this is fun, customizable Southern bowls with your choice of rice, mac and cheese, or salad, plus different toppings and signature sauces. Yeah, they also have those sauces as well. In the evening, they also serve fried chicken baskets, Nashville hot chicken, burgers, and my mouth is watering right now, and Southern-style chicken plates. Now, JY, we visited last Monday, and honestly, we had a hard time choosing what to order because everything looked so good. The best way might to be visit with a group of 4. Yeah, group of 4, I would say. So you can order different dishes and try a little bit of everything. The sides actually really stood out. The complimentary cornbread. That's right, cornbread. Start things off with some cornbread with butter was simple, comforting, and it was gritty. You know, I like a little grit to my cornbread. So I was very satisfied. Then we had these biscuits with bacon jam, homemade bacon jam. The biscuits were great. They're kind of the deep fried layered kind, which is nice. I like my crumbly biscuits, but this will do just fine. But the star of this was this bacon jam that was just is sweet. It's a little salty, real bacon. My mouth is just watering, like it's literally mouth. You can split the biscuit open and then put a little bit of the bacon jam in there and beep boop, have a little biscuit sandwich. I'm so hungry right now. And then JY, what she ordered was the braised pork rice bowl. Okay. So the pork is slowly braised with southern style seasoning. It's like this kind of dirty rice, they like to call it. And it was perfectly seasoned and incredibly tender, super soft meat. That was really yummy. Oh my, I'm salivating like crazy. I can't. Oh, I keep saying it, but then there we go. I ordered the Southern Chicken Plate, priced at just like a little over 18,000 won. And this is the fried chicken. It was crispy on the outside and soft and juicy on the inside. It's the thigh and drumstick combo still attached. So you get a thigh and you get a drumstick, and you get that on top of mac and cheese. You can choose between collard greens or coleslaw. I got to get the collard greens next time, along with your preferred sides and 2 homemade sauces such as hot ranch, herb ranch, mustard barbecue, and more. The chicken is brined overnight, soaked in buttermilk. When's the last time you heard of buttermilk? And fried twice at different temperatures to achieve that crisp. Yeah, man. Yeah. Yep, it's what they do really well is it's super crispy but not oily on the outside, but then soft and juicy on the inside. Also not oily. Don't mistake that for being greasy. It's just moist and juicy chicken on the inside. Now, Dixie's is currently in its soft opening period, so the menu, prices, and opening hours, they may change, okay? At the moment, they're located near JEJU Mokwana. Okay, that's that old-style JEJU government building, you know? And they're open from 11:30 a.m. to 10 p.m. with a break from 3 to 4:30 p.m.s. You can dine in, you can get your food to go or order delivery. So enjoy Dixie's, whichever works for you. For latest updates, follow at dixies.supply on Instagram. So there you go. Very cool. Super supportive. Oh yeah, little fun tidbit is we were there eating, and then Jisuk just starts walking in. Jisuk is the main singer and vocalist for Wednesday Off. He just walked in and we're like, bro, what are you doing here? So it was super cool. They also got this really cool, like, little inn upstairs, and Jisuk helps out there. So they're going for this, I feel like this kind of saloon tavern kind of deal. Super fun. So there you go. There's our Jeju Good Eating. And it totally fits the vibe of the intro as well. Okay. For the very last bit, let's do Jeju Word of the Day.
Jeju word of the day.
Okay, so this Jeju word of the day, and it's related to what we talked about earlier. It is gingi. Gingi. Now, Jeju gingi is the Jeju word for ge, meaning crab. Okay. Now, you may also hear different variations, such as gangi, depending on the speaker or area. That's the crazy thing about Jeju. Like, even within Jeju, the dialect can be different. So, Jeju dialect for crab is gingi, or depending where you are, it also could be gengi. It's often used for little crabs found along Jeju's rocky shores and beaches. And you also might hear of gingi juk, which is crab porridge, a traditional Jeju dish made with these small shore crabs. Okay. And it connects perfectly with today's question of the day. The dalange, the ghost crab living at Hamo Beach, is a special type of gingi. So there you go, gingi. Very nice. And gingi is crab. Very nice. So cute. Look at that little Jeju word of the day. All right, so that does it for today's Gecko Radio Jeju Morning Alternative. Yes, we survived Monday. Good job, you guys. You survived with me. Very nice. Hope this has helped. You're starting your week off, and let's hope the weather. I mean, we could use a little bit of rain. Let's just not get crazy. You know what I mean? Let's not get crazy. Tomorrow we're back with another edition of Jeju Life Hack. That's always a good one. We hopefully can share some cool stuff that can give you a little knowledge and make your practical life here a little bit easier on Jeju. All right, until then, we'll see you next time on Gecko Radio. And a big thank you to all these amazing musicians, especially the new musicians we debuted today, Syntapunk and Omjine. And actually, why don't we close things out with Omjine as well? Okay, so let's do that. Omjine. This one I believe is called Bus Driver. And let's enjoy together, and welcome back, Omjine, as part of the Gecko Radio crew. I'll see you tomorrow, 7 a.m. Bye.
Take off your headphones and we can talk about it. state of war with my head, where the outline of gauntlet still remains. One of us died. Take off your headphones and we can talk about it. Now I've learned to hide the cramp in my hands through the remnants from your memory. You say I gotta know the things the others don't. Take off your headphones and we can talk about it. So I tied my tongue to a knot. They say that's how we grow. But we pour fire before neon lights. It flickers through my veins, so I screamed at the bus driver. And when she smiles through the screen, I wanna chase her down the street. I wanna chase her down the street and tell her, take off your headphones and we can talk about it. The park was so grand from up here. For every step on the concrete, yelling, your mouth is your downfall. Now I put my hands under my thighs because I stopped biting my lips. Let me tell you all the things the others won't. Tell you all the things the others won't. So I tied my tongue to a knot. They say that's how we grow.